How did the opportunity for Double Dare come your way with Nickelodeon? I mean, the two hand in hand really were just out of the gate so wildly popular. The network was growing, Double Dare came, and they had thousands of people they were looking at before they said, we love that Marc Summers. But wasn't it something about you saying, and we'll be back after this message?
I
You were
wasn't even asked to audition. A friend of mine, Dave Garrison, who I knew from Indianapolis, who was a ventriloquist, got the call. And he decided he didn't want to try and be talented anymore. He wanted to move behind the scenes. So he sent me. And they said, Dave Garrison. I said, Dave's not here. My name is Marc Summers. Can I audition instead? They said, sure. They had auditioned 1,000 people in New York, didn't like anybody. I was the first guy to audition in LA. I got 3 callbacks. And I always got the names of the exec producer and the casting agent at the time. And the last week of August, I knew they were going to start shooting 3rd week of September in Philly. And I called Mike Klinghoffer, the exec producer, and I said, I haven't heard from you guys. Anybody make any decisions yet? He said, it's funny, we were just talking about you. We've got it narrowed down to you and another person, but we don't know if you're good with kids. Because when we did the auditions, it was grown-ups playing the part of kids. So I said, well, I have kids. I used to do magic shows for kids. And he said, yeah, that doesn't mean anything. So I came up with the idea, why don't you take me and whoever this other guy is, fly us to New York, put us in the studio with real live kids, play the game, and let the best man win. And that's what they did. They flew me and this other person out. We both did the show in front of live kids. And I get a phone call 2 days later that I got the job. And I said to Mike, out of all the people you auditioned, 1,000 in New York, 1,000 in LA, why did I get it? And he said, you were about the same and you both probably could have done it. Except at the end of his audition, he just looked at them and said, am I done? Do you want me to do something else? And I looked at the camera and I said, we'll be back with more Double Dare right after this. And because I threw the commercial, they said that was the most professional thing they'd seen. And it changed my life.
You are a professional, to know that and to have that and to have seen that and absorbed it. And to, when that time came, master even a line like that, Marc, just shows in that small way that it is, your talent. You know, you and I met, as I was mentioning, back in 1997, and you couldn't have been more funny and gracious and warm with everybody. There were hundreds and there were thousands of people that showed up, and it was the Game Show Network's national search for a host with Synergy Group and Sony. And a lot of my broadcast colleagues said, Jim, you should go and just give it a shot. And I said, okay, yeah. And I went, and it was fantastic. And I think out of like these thousands of people that showed up from all over, they came from everywhere. There were people that sold insurance and people that were butchers and people, they just all wanted to, get into that. And I was in the industry, but they wanted to, and there was this fabulous thing that was happening and you were the head of it. And this is what it was.
Hey, Game Show fans, Game Show Network is looking for some talent. Now, if you think you have what it takes to become the next Alex Trebek, check out our coast-to-coast search for a host coming to a city near you. And if you'd rather like to watch from a comfortable distance, you can cheer on the prospective hosts as they compete for the hot seat. Either way, you can win thousands of dollars in prizes. Now, to get more information, take a look at our website, fax us, or write to us. Get in the game with Game Show Network's coast-to-coast search for a host. We'll see you there.
Of course, that was 1997, folks. So don't write now.
I've never seen that, man.
And there's even a fax number,
A fax. Where did you find that?
I did my research. I'm a broadcast guy. It was something that, and you were there, and it was just the Synergy Group people, the Sony. I still have that 27-inch TV that I got, and a beautiful letter from Sony and Synergy Group, and it was just, I just did it just to see what, you guys would say, what Sony and Game Show Network just say as far as, and the beautiful letters I got. And it was like 3rd out of thousands of people, which was really something that was very, very important. And you were there. And I just wanted to thank you all these years later. Thank you then, but I want to thank you again for just being so gracious and kind and encouraging and nice to everybody. It was really cool. I had my green sport coat on, and I remember they had the actual stage set up because we got to the point where we were able to do the competition with actual contestants. And some of the buzzers weren't working. And I was wondering, I wonder if that was strategic to see how you would handle it if the buzzers don't work? Are you going to freeze? Are you going to interact with the contestants just like you always have? And that's what happened. I said something funny and everybody just blew up laughing because one of their buzzers wasn't working. And the person was like, what's going on? I can't get my, which you've seen happen a lot. And
oh yeah, but as you know, on live TV, live it's one thing, but when you're recording, you just stop tape and fix it. But yeah, we did it in Chicago, Boston, Philly, Hartford, LA. We went all around the country, and they took all the finalists and put somebody on for a year hosting something, as I remember. But
right.
God knows who that person is and where they are today. But it was a nice promotion back in the day.